Hi there, it's Rachel from Let's Get Crafty, and today's episode I'm going to show you how to make your own glimmer mist. Now I know there's lots of tutorials out there on how to make your own glimmer mist, but this tutorial that I'm going to show you is just using some things that I already had in my scrap room that I didn't need to go out and purchase anything, with the exception of the empty spray bottles. So this is the Tattered Angels brand, and it's called Huckleberry. And again, it's really hard to pick up the shimmer on camera, but it is a little bit there. So this one I bought quite a few years ago. You can see the price tag still there, $8.75 at my local scrapbooking store, and because of the expense, as silly as it is, I kind of hoarded it and didn't use it. So what you have to do is shake the bottom to get all the product floating through, and maybe that's possibly why it isn't as glimmery as it could be. Here's a flower that I made a while back, the grunge flower, and it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. So why did I go over all of this? Well, that's because I want to show you how you can make your own inexpensive glimmer mist. So here is one that I pre-made yesterday, and I'm just going to walk you through the process a little bit before I show you. So this is one that I made yesterday, and you can see the shimmer there a little bit, and it's actually, there's more shimmer using my technique than with the Tattered Angels one, which is pretty neat. And this is the other color that I made yesterday, and again it has a little, you can see a little bit of shimmer. So that was the first trial, just using acrylic paint and some pearlized paint. But then a lot of the recipes had using Pearl-Ex. So here is the same colors, only this time with a little scoop of gold Pearl-Ex in there. And look at the shimmer in that. Isn't that gorgeous? And here's the shimmer in this one, and you can tell it's really picking up. But for the difference, if you don't have, I mean, the difference, well, it is actually showing up here on camera, but if you don't have Pearl-Ex right now and you want to just play around with products in your scrap room already, I would suggest that you try the technique that I'm going to show. And almost it is a little bit shinier with the Pearl-Ex. This one has the Pearl-Ex and this one doesn't. So that's just mixing gold Pearl-Ex and putting it in the spray bottle. So I'm going to show you my recipe, and then you can make your own. So with a lot of different recipes already available to you online, a lot of them have some say not to use Mod Podge, and some say to use Mod Podge. I had it in my cupboard, and I didn't want to start spending a whole bunch of money, otherwise it defeats the whole purpose of trying to make it yourself. So I just took an end of a paintbrush and dipped it in. You can see how much it's covered, and then just mixed it into a warm bottle. I put warm water in there, and then I'm just going to mix it all up. Okay, so there you go, like that. Then the next thing that I went ahead and did is I used a paint. Now for the first product that I made, I used just a regular paint color with no shimmer in it, but added this metallic white pearl to the bottle. And this one actually had Aqua Cool Pearl by Delta Coat, Thermocoat, actually had pearl in it. So I think the one that I'm going to make for you right now is going to be this coppery color one. So you make sure the bottle's all shook up really well. Whew. And then you're just going to put some paint in there. And then I'm just using the bottom of my paintbrush to mix everything all up in there. And you can see already how it has a pearl-like effect to it. So because this one already is a metallic finish, I'm going to first try it without using the pearl or the Pearl X. So here it is all sprayed. What I'm noticing is it's not getting the nice sprayed coverage like these one did here. So I'm going to go back and add some more color. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put some more product into the jar. Okay, there's lots in there now. And put the lid back on. Make sure it's on really nice and tight. We don't need this going all over our scrap rooms. And then I'm just going to shake it. Ooh la la, did that ever make a difference? You can see the shimmer just going off really nicely. Now what I'm noticing is maybe the coverage isn't quite the same as it was with this here. It's evenly covered, whereas this is a bit spotty. But again, this is going to give a really nice effect. Okay, so again, I've put half the bottle halfway with warm water, and then I'm going to mix my Mod Podge glue in there. The hot water just helps it dissolve a lot better, so it's well worth the time to get the warm water to do that. So the next one I'm going to use, because I want more of a sort of more opalescent color, is I'm going to use this dazzling white pearl. I'm going to put quite a bit in there. And again, you can just see I am not measuring. That may drive some of you crazy, but for me, it just gives effect. Now I like to look inside to see if I can see a bit of a shimmer. Again, unfortunately the camera just doesn't pick that up. And I'm going to go off and spray it, try it without adding anything, and then I'll try adding the Pearl X in there. I really like this one. This is the color effect that I was wanting to go with. And it just basically turns any colored paper into an opalescent finish, and you can really see that on here. And I don't think I'm going to even add Pearl X into this one. If you did, it would just make it that much more shimmery. But if you look at this Tattered Angels one, I mean, there's shimmer there, but it's not getting picked up on the camera like my homemade version here. So I am very pleased with this particular color, and if you wanted it maybe a little bit more than what is there, you could just add a little bit more of the metallic paint. So I'm finding that I'm able to make my own Glimmer Mist with metallic or pearlized paints. Or you can make your own pearlized color like I did with this pink one by combining a regular paint color, adding the metallic finish, and some Pearl X. So I thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know how your own finishes are, Glimmer Mists, and I look forward to seeing your creations with it. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy crafting.